Oh my gosh, we actually did it. We actually turned Judith Ward's house into an apartment complex. Hello and welcome back to Rags to Riches for Rent Edition. You might hear the sound of my cats throughout this episode, and I apologize in advance. But anyway, quick recap. This is Rosemary, our millionaire in progress, and she just married Judith Ward last episode. And I kind of teased this at the end of the last episode, but my plan is to redo Judith's house into like multiple units. It is massive, and we got all of her money when we married her, so I think we can do something really cool here. So I think the first thing I'm gonna do is go through and save some of the most expensive furniture. Like the beds, some of the decor, the easel probably, like stuff that I'd have to buy again anyway. And then I might sell some of the stuff that we don't actually need. Like the multiple knight statues that cost more than 6K each. I saved, just in case it doesn't come out well, we can always go back and restart. But let's see. I could obviously just demolish the lot and start over, but there's something kind of fun about living in Judith Ward's house. So even though it looks a little weird from the outside, I kind of want to like keep the integrity of it. First, I'm gonna make everyone come stand outside. Oh, we have a paparazzi here. Well, that's rude. Go away. Now I'm gonna go through and keep everything I don't want to sell yet. Like these beds are really nice, even if some of the swatches are questionable. I don't think I want to keep the bathroom furniture because this stuff is just like so stupidly expensive. I think we could get something that would improve our rent rating just as much and still cost less than these are gonna sell for. I don't really care about the closets. I do want the money vault. I think a money vault would be so interesting in a Rags to Riches challenge, so I am gonna keep that. Easel. This flower thing has some environment, so we'll keep it. Oh, and so does the hostess station. What's a hostess station? Well, it doesn't matter. We'll keep it. I'll also keep some of Judith's original furniture. I'm gonna make a unit for her and Rosemary, and I want it to still feel like home. Maybe I'll even let her keep her expensive bathtub. We'll sell the other ones, but she can have one. Dang, these paintings are high environment. We're keeping them too. She has this Jazz Cats painting twice. Whoa, and that's environment 10? I don't think I've ever seen something that was environment 10 before. That's crazy. I went through and I added this TV when we came over for New Year's, and it didn't come out of my household funds, and I don't think it came out of Judith's either. I think it just came out of like the infinite funds that free build mode has. And it's expensive. It's $8,000. So I think I might actually just get rid of it and then cheat the money away. Because all of Judith's fame and wealth and nice fancy mansion, we earned. But this TV we did not, so I'm not going to count it. And see, now our money's back to where it was. It's fine. It's like the TV was never there. Take the painting. These little statues have environment. Oh, and so does this bookcase. Okay. This fireplace is really nice. I may save this for Judith and Rosemary's apartment. Oh, I've just noted that these knight statues have environment 10, but we could get 6,500 each. And there's so many of them. Oh, the paintings that are environment 10 are also 6,000 each. Oh, I'm not sure. I guess we'll keep them, but if we run out of money, we can just sell them. Then I'm gonna keep some of the activities that we're gonna want to replicate. This tiny violin, I guess. And then maybe some of the appliances? Oh my gosh, that would sell for 10K simoleons? Never mind, we are selling that. Wait a second, these appliances are super nice. Okay, never mind, we're selling them and buying cheaper ones. So I think I've gone through and gotten everything that I want. There's these rugs that I could get, but I don't really like them, so I think I just want to buy new ones. Then last little touches is I want to save some of these curtains. They're all over this house, so I think having maybe 2 or 3 would definitely make Judith more at home. So like I was saying, I want to keep the exterior the same, so I can't just bulldoze the lot. So I'm going to go through now and individually sell everything that's not part of the exterior. And that's the upstairs done. I found some more paintings that I missed the first time, so don't worry, I put those in our household inventory. And that's the bottom floor, all emptied out. I'm gonna go through now and get rid of all the interior walls and fill in this cutout on the second floor. Great, we have our empty shell now. That was a lot of work. I'm actually gonna post it to the gallery like this in case you want to do your own Judith Ward residential rental makeover. Okay, now I need to think about how I want to divvy this up. By default, I can add 6 units, but this place is so big I kind of want to add more. So I'm actually gonna use this cheat, bb.increase rental unit cap on. And see, now it's updated the rental unit cap, so I should be able to add more than 6. So here in the main entryway, maybe can be like a lobby and mailroom, and then a hallway going down the whole building that leads out onto the back porch. And then I'm thinking 2 units on each side. They're gonna be very big units, so I'm hoping we can put the rent pretty high. Oh, but I need to put staircases somewhere. I may actually create a little bump in for the staircases, so that way they don't change the shape of the hallway, and it might make the unit shapes actually more interesting. Also, without selling any of the knight statues or expensive paintings, we already have 284,000 simoleons. This is incredible. Then because these are such big units and we have so many of them, I think I'm gonna make the layouts pretty similar. but we'll get to that after I do upstairs. Then upstairs I'm going to do a slightly different plan, because we don't have to enter out the front or back, so the hallway can actually be quite small. Then I'm thinking that this part could be Rosemary and Judith's apartment. It has the prettiest view, it has access to the balcony. It'll be a little small, but I think it's okay. The more I think about it, actually, we got some activity stuff like the violin, the piano, the chess table that I want to be publicly accessible. So maybe I could make a secondary lobby up here to put that stuff. It'll make these upstairs units smaller, but I think it's okay. Alright, I think that's my floor plan. Add some lighting so we can actually see what's going on. And I'd like to make the 4 downstairs units have 3 bedrooms. These front-facing units upstairs can be studio apartments, and then the other 2 can be 2-bedroom. Now, I've made the lot a residential rental type already, because I want to go through and see what the sizes of these units are. Wow, they're already 2-star even though they literally have nothing in them. And the rent per day is $147? Wow, all of these rents are greater than the daily tax would have been. So I have high hopes for this. So then most of the units are considered medium, with these 2 front units being considered small. And I think that's what I expected. I think that's fine. I'm gonna turn it back to a residential lot for now, because I've been having a lot of lag with residential rentals, but we'll put it back at the end. Before I get too ahead of myself, I want to put doors in for each of the units, because I have a bit of a knack for making a floor plan without considering that. Like, I was literally thinking about putting their bed right here, but that's the only place the door can go. I'll start with Judith and Rosemary's apartment while I have the ward vibes fresh on my mind. Think bathroom there, bedroom here, kitchen here, living room area here, and then maybe a study? It's a bit of a downgrade, Judith, but you'll be fine. Man, these beds are so expensive, I want to use them elsewhere, but I can't do that to Judith. I'm basically robbing her of her house and home. The least she deserves is her bed. And then I saved the bathtub just for her, as well as this ottoman table thing for the foot of the bed. Placing some more doors now. Then I know this tile is really expensive, but the bathroom's not huge, so I think I'll do it for Judith. Then this is the wallpaper she had in her bedroom, and we can use a really opulent wallpaper in the bathroom too. I'm trying to find a swatch of the marble that I think matches, and I'm actually having more trouble than I anticipated. I guess I could do this more muted wallpaper, which then matches the original tile I put down. Then I received the pastel pop kit as a gift recently, which was super kind, thank you. And it comes with this shaggy carpet that I think could be perfect for in here. We're gonna do the pink one, I like it. Now onto the rest of the furnishings, they're not gonna be as expensive. We're pretty much going cheapest, especially for this unit, because this unit's not for sale, so it doesn't matter. I will at least add a shower, because they're faster than the bathtubs, so one could argue it's more efficient. Then I'm pretty sure they can still get in the bathtub if I put the cabinets like this. Some nice sinks. A big mirror. Not the Get Famous big mirror, but still a big mirror. Gosh, I wish we could lower mirrors in this game. Then a little bit of clutter. Judith had a lot of columns in her original home, so I think I'll reference that by putting a column in the bathroom. I think the shower is still functional. If it's not, we can always take it out later. And you know what? I'll give her a closet back, as well as a nice shiny mirror from Parenthood. Next, some cheap end tables on either side, with a lamp and then maybe some books. And I think that's pretty good. Obviously there's more stuff we could add, but I don't think we need to. Now for the living room and kitchen and study. I'm thinking about fitting the kitchen back here. I really like doing the kitchen in little corners like this. We even have room for an island. I'm sorry if it feels like we're rushing. We are a little bit, but that's just because we have so many units to do. I really like these chairs from high school years, so I'm doing a blue and pink theme in the kitchen. It's really nice that these basic, cheap base game appliances come in such pretty colors. I love that they added that with the rent pack. And there's our beautiful functional kitchen. For a formal dining table, I think I'll push it up against this back wall, and I'll use these chairs from Growing Together. Then I think I'll do this base game siding in the rest of the room. It's a little expensive, but it's very Judith Ward. Perhaps it was bold of me to do their unit first, since I don't really know how much the rest of the units are gonna cost, but we can play it by ear. I'm gonna bring in this werewolf's lamp as an ode to Rosemary. This apartment has a lot of stuff for Judith, but we don't want Rosemary to be forgotten. It also just occurred to me that Judith has a cat, so we need to put cat stuff in here. But I'm working on this entryway using some of the stuff from the pastel pop kit, as well as My First Pet stuff. They go together in a way I wasn't really expecting. And then of course, some fan mail for Judith. Then I'll stick a cat tree here. And honestly, let's give it an automatic feeder and litter box, because I am not gonna remember to take care of this cat. Lastly, the office. The main thing I wanted to put in here was the money vault, but it's too wide. I thought it was 3 tiles wide, but it's 4. So I'm just gonna steal that space from the next unit. It's barely any tiles, they'll be fine. And I'll have to move this door over. A bit unfortunate because I said I wanted to keep the outside the same, but it's a small sacrifice for the vault. Lastly, I'll have them share a desk by using this long dining table, and then these adorable chairs from the pastel pop kit. These might not fit the vibe perfectly, but they're so cute I want to use them. I feel like I'm spending too much money on this unit, so they get the cheapo computers, and a lovely rug. And with that, their unit's complete. I think I'll move on to the studio apartments. There are so many units in this build that if I'm not careful, I'm gonna burn myself out, so I'm gonna give them very similar floor plans. We have the classic 6-tile bathrooms, that I'm not really sure how to do the floor plan. I think getting a bed out will help me with scale. That might be good for a bedroom. The bed's still functional like that, and we could put a dresser on this wall. Then I think back here is our kitchen, and out here is our living room. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. I'm gonna use that bed from Dream Home Decorator. And honestly, the dresser as well. When you use stuff from the same pack, you have a higher likelihood of stuff actually matching. And then I'm doing sort of this color block thing with the apartments, so that once they're all together, I can easily tell whose is whose. Otherwise, knowing me, I'm gonna get confused very quickly. Then we have 6 of these very nice paintings, so I think I'll put 1 in each unit, and I'm thinking in here they can go in the bedrooms. We also have these giant potted plants, so might as well. And seeing these curtains in my inventory reminded me that I wanted to use them in our room. A nice homage to who Judith used to be. I can sell the other 2 though, because I'm not planning on putting curtains in the units. Then I'm a big fan of tiles in my kitchen. I think it just sections off the space really well. Putting the appliances in. Not bad for a kitchenless window. And then rinse and repeat. I have a similar idea for the dining table in these units, where I'm gonna pop them against the wall when you walk in like this. It's a studio apartment, but they might want friends over. Then I'll turn the couch sideways to kind of section it off from the kitchen. Add some furniture, and that's a pretty good living room. All right, first 2 units done. All right, now I'm gonna work on these 4 units at the same time because they're kind of the same shape. And these were the ones that I wanted to get 3 bedrooms out of. This back corner is kind of tricky because I either have to make a hallway to get back into there, or I have to make these rooms only accessible by like the Sims that are in these rooms. I'm thinking bedroom, bathroom, and then maybe here another bathroom? For a second bedroom, this can be sort of a hallway. Maybe this could be a kitchen. This could be our dining living room. And then over here, our main bed and bath. Now you might think it's weird to have this door out into a public area, but I'm just gonna view it as the door out onto the patio, which is a much more normal thing. Then that's 3 beds, 3 baths. That's great. I'm gonna try and do that everywhere else now. They are shaped a little bit different, so it's not gonna be a 1-to-1, but the vibes are very similar. Again, 3 bed, 3 bath. I've gone through and divvied up the floor plan. Not everything's exactly the same size, because I realized that Judith Ward's house is not exactly symmetrical, which is annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Everyone still has 3 beds, 3 baths. I'm gonna go through and do flooring and wallpaper while we're in this bird's eye view. This is overwhelming. Here, let's just start with the bathrooms. They're all gonna be the same, and they're all really small. Actually, I could probably just copy the bathrooms that I did upstairs already. I'm a genius. This won't work for all of them, because not all of them have the same door placement, but it will work for most of them. Now, we still have 4 bathrooms that floor plan doesn't work for because of the doors, but we can just do those real quick. Easy peasy. Now we can just copy this one. And that is all 12 bathrooms done! Oh, that's so nice. Okay, let's do the kitchens next. I don't remember exactly where I was planning on placing them everywhere. These are the 4 corners I've decided for now. These will be pretty simple, so I'll just do them real quick. First kitchen down. I like the bar stools a lot. Now onto their neighbor. Oh wait, I forgot to put one of these in the other unit. There we go. No stove fires today. I don't actually know what they're for, but they seem important. Then the finishing touch in here will be a rug. Wow, that looks so dreamy. I love it. Then this unit's a slightly different shape, so it's gonna take more thinking. And then the color scheme in here is also a lot more moody. But I think the variety is fun. I don't actually love any of the swatches on the vampires one for this. And the Realm of Magic cabinets don't come with upper cabinets. So maybe Spa Day? Not the hero we wanted, but the hero we needed. These upper cabinets are actually pretty cool. I should use these more often. But that looks kind of awesome. Throw in a rug and the little oven vent and call that kitchen done. Wow, what a contrast to this unit's color scheme. We're doing a very similar layout here. And fortunately, cottage living comes with upper cabinets. Unfortunately, they look really repetitive. Like, I wish we just had a nice simple swatch like this for the middle, because this bright pink repeated just looks not good. You can kind of only use it once. I think I like how that looks though. Finishing rug. And that's this unit's kitchen. Alright, that's everybody. We're making really good progress. So in these 2 units, I did booths in the kitchen, and that's probably going to be their dining area. Whereas the shape of the other ones kind of don't lend themselves to that. So I think I'll do a similar trick that I did upstairs, where I have a table as you walk in. These units are quite a bit bigger, so I'm going to put an extra chair at the end. Lastly, our little living room area. I really like how the couch from For Rent fits in here. This black swatch is gorgeous. I'm not really keeping an eye on our budget, which might be a problem. I'm not doing anything too crazy, but hopefully we don't run out of money. I'm trying to pick like generally cheap stuff without just doing like the literal cheapest, so hopefully it's fine. Alright, living area done. Again, I could be adding more to these units, but there's so many and we're not really gonna see them while we're playing that I'd rather just do like what's necessary. That being said, I'll do something different in this unit. They can have a fireplace. How about that? Great. Let it not be said that Rosemary's not a creative landlord. Great, now their area is done too. Then I mentioned these paintings earlier that I have 1 for each unit. I'm gonna put them in the living room area. Oh, I haven't done the living room in here yet. I almost forgot, wow. Wow, my brain is short-circuiting today. Okay, let's do these real quick. I'm following a pretty similar format. We have the 3-tile couch, some sort of coffee table, and then a TV on the wall. Finished off with a rug. Okay, now all of the living rooms are done. The way the couch juts out here actually really bothers me, so I'm gonna put a bookcase right here to kind of help hide it. And then the green unit had a similar issue, so we'll put one in here as well. The stairs are an uneven amount of tiles long, so that's why the units aren't perfectly symmetrical. That and the fact that the house also isn't perfectly symmetrical. Next up is the bedrooms, but I'm feeling a little intimidated, so I think I'll actually do the common areas next. I think we want the common areas to feel very luxurious. After all, this was Judith Ward's home. We want the people that live here to feel fancy. I might even do some custom checkerboarding through here. Is this a waste of time? Maybe. But I think it looks very cool. Because the original house had a lot of really interesting patterns that were done with the design. It was actually kind of impressive. So I want to honor that effort. I'm not going to do the exact same pattern upstairs, because up here I have room to do more like the one that was already in the build, which was sort of like a black ring around everything. And then I'll add these railings like we had in the original build too. Looking good. Then we saved some stuff to put up here. For one, the piano, then this stereo, this chess set, these easels, like skill building stuff. And then we have the recycler and fabricator from our old house that I think I'll put back here so that they're sheltered. Then maybe we could put these couches upstairs. Again, for that feeling of like max fancy. And maybe I just put the piano in the middle of the room. I think it deserves that actually. Then a nice chandelier. I can't put the really tall one because the wall height's not tall enough for that, but this one works, and I think it looks good. Then I'll get some end tables around here. We could use this flower we saved. We could use a lot of the flowers we saved actually. And I like how that looks. Now for wallpaper. I think it was something like this, so we'll do that everywhere. And then downstairs I'll put these hostess stations. I'm still not entirely sure what they are, but they were everywhere in her house. Then these grandfather clocks, these stupid knight statues that I'm not letting myself sell for some reason. Oh, I forgot to put the violin upstairs. We can put it next to the piano. And then I'll put some mailboxes in here. Technically there's 7 units, but like the giant one is too big for this room, so it's fine, we'll just do 2 of 3. We'll say that this one out here is Judith and Rosemary's. I've been recording for so long. I'll just finish up the bedrooms and I'll give you a tour when I'm done. So I've gone through and added all of Judith's decorations. Just kind of put them willy-nilly, honestly. Random paintings, random flowers, these random little Dachshund statues. I guess I could have them facing each other, but hopefully that boosts the environments. And this is one of her old beds. We're gonna be very formulaic about this. We have bed, we have dresser, I don't know, we have mirror. Oh, and then I also added this eco-lifestyle chair that Rosemary made. And we have rug. Next bedroom. Bed, dresser, oversized plant, rug. Great. Last but not least, bed, dresser, lamp, rug. Some of this is starting to look very EA, but that's okay. Next up, bed, end table. That last lamp from our inventory, dresser, dresser, rug, bed, dresser, plant, and then I put one of the counter things in here as well. Rug. And then for the last purple room, bed, dresser, rug. Alright, red and purple apartments are done. I'm gonna try and do these in bird's eye view if I can. Bed 1, bed 2, bed 3, dresser, dresser, dresser. Also door, I haven't put a door on the bedroom yet. That's my bad. And then rugs. I also put this eco-lifestyle rug that Rosemary made in here too. We have plenty of money, but I spent so long making all of this stuff that I really want it to get used. Then the green apartment, get some beds, that, get some nice dressers. This one from high school years is gorgeous. I don't know if I've ever noticed that one before. And a nice base game dresser in here, and some more rugs. Finally, the 4 big units are done. It's starting to look pretty hectic in here. Only 2 units left. I said I wanted these to be 2-bedroom. Then I think the 2 bedrooms can go on the edge, be split down the middle. You can kind of see what I mean here about the house not being exactly symmetrical. See how the windows fit really nicely over here, but then here we have that really awkward window? Then they can share a bathroom, but I think I have room to give them a guest bathroom. If we have it jut out in the middle of this room, it kind of splits up the kitchen, dining, and living areas quite nicely. And then here we have the unit we stole room from earlier. I don't think that plan will work quite as well, so I'm just gonna sneak it into the side. You guys know the drill. Flooring everywhere. Generic wallpaper. Some tile for the bathrooms. Like so. The bathrooms first, because it's easy. The sinks, the toilets, and the mirrors. I'd like to end off on the kitchens, because those have been inspiring me the most lately. So I'm gonna do the bedrooms now. You can see I have run out of inspiration for the bedrooms. These are like kind of big bedrooms too. I could have definitely crammed more people into these, but it's fine. Then these rooms are so big, maybe these bookshelves will help fill it out. Looking good. It might be a little bit more cramped than the downstairs units. But that's okay, I think that makes sense. These are smaller units. This unit has room for an extra chair. Next, the dining tables. And last but not least at all, the kitchens. Kitchens aren't always my favorite to build, but I have been really enjoying them lately. Go in with these parenthood counters, our appliances, our little vent. Last touch is a rug. And there's the kitchen. Oh wait, no, there's not. I need a sink. Now there's the kitchen. Great. The final unit is upon us. I know I'm losing creativity and these last few units have been a little rushed, but like honestly, they're fine. Like, look at this. This is a very normal apartment layout, so I'm not mad at it. The last rug. And then we still have some money, so I might go around and just add some paintings to make the environment better. All right, that feels pretty good. Oh my gosh, we actually did it. We actually turned Judith Ward's house into an apartment complex. This is our greatest accomplishment. Now for the residential rental part of it. That's the first floor laid out. I don't know if you can tell, but it's starting to get a little bit laggy. And this is the downstairs mapped out. It's kind of hard to tell if I did it right. Okay, we missed this bathroom, and we missed our bathroom. But otherwise, it looks good. Oh my gosh, that took so long. Well, let's save. Let's see how long it takes. That took 10 seconds. I was starting to get a little scared there. Well, I think I'm going to end off the episode there, guys. I hope you liked this more build-centric episode. I knew this was going to be such a massive undertaking. It was going to have to be a video on its own. But I'll see you guys next week when I move in all of our tenants, and see how much rent we can get. And as always, have a lovely day. Bye!